Welcome back to Houston Life. You might remember our next guest from The Voice back in 2018. She was a fan favorite on Team Blake.
Yeah, and since The Voice, she has been booked and busy in Nashville, making music and performing on stages all over the world. Now she is making her national Broadway tour debut with the hit musical The Wiz, which you can catch this week on stage at the Hobby Center. Please welcome Kyla Jade to Studio B. Kyla, it's so nice to meet you.
Thank you so much for having me.
There's something about you. You're one of those people who I feel like I've known you my entire life. Yeah. We just met 2 minutes ago. You were born and raised in Kansas.
Yes.
You got out, you went to Nashville. This is your first national tour. What was your reaction when you got the news?
I think I cussed and then immediately apologized because I didn't want my mom to hear that.
Okay.
You know, Southern church lady, you don't cuss. I was completely taken. I think when you audition and try for things, you don't necessarily know if you'll ever get anything.
It's true.
And so to get it was just perfect timing and a dream. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. And you were telling us you've been a theater kid, you've been a singer, a performer, really your entire life. Let's rewind a little bit because on Team Blake, I mean, you were a favorite on The Voice. What did anything transpire out of that? Because you got third place, but like what was life like after The Voice?
It made me more expensive.
Yes. Raise that price.
No, The Voice was the perfect setup. Really, I'm a church kid, born and raised, and in church, you have a few little moments and then you blend back in the background. And so The Voice actually allowed all of that training, all of that upbringing to be put just on a bigger platform. And so I could truly be who I was, and it was great.
And you're not just a performer on stage, Kyla. You are also, you arrange vocals. You're a contractor. You essentially are working on music for all kinds of television and movie projects as well.
Yes.
So how did that part of your career happen?
Right time, right place. Nashville, where I have been working for the last 20 years, is just a wonderful place. And it has afforded me the opportunity. I was on Bobby Jones Gospel. I don't know if you guys have heard of that, but I did that for 15 years.
Wow.
And so I saw TV sets, I saw people, and so I just started like working cameras and working prompters and just learning.
You figured out how to do stuff.
And then I was like, well, why can't I do this?
So good.
Yeah.
A utility player through and through. Okay, but see, some people, their experience in Nashville is like, oh, it's hard. This is a dog-eat-dog town. You know, you are a person who clearly gets in the mix and goes your way. What advice do you have for up-and-coming artists that are, I mean, you're living their dream?
Great question. Do it all. Fail miserably and do it all.
Wow.
There's nothing that I can't do and there's nothing I won't do. And I have failed numerous times. I've been told no 1,000 times, but the one yes was for The Wiz. The one yes was for The Voice. The one yes. So with all of those no's, there's going to be a yes. So keep trying.
You gave me goosebumps.
It's, well, and there are a lot of folks who might not want, actually, we recently watched Dreamgirls again.
As you should.
Yes, and Effie, I believe, Jennifer Hudson's character, she doesn't want to sing backup, right? I mean, but backup vocals, that's how a lot of people get their start, right? And there's no shame in being backup vocals.
Whitney Houston sang background vocals until she died. She loved singing background vocals. She sang for BB and CeCe Winans. She would be on stage and just jump on the background and grab a microphone because a background artist has to know everything. Yeah. You have to know all the parts. You have to know the musical parts. You have to know the movements. There have been artists I sang with whose voices will go out in the middle of the show and they'll turn and say, Kyla, ghost me. And so what that means is be heard but not heard. Wow. And sing their part with them to boost it, but don't show out. So it allows you to be a chameleon, to be able to come into different rooms and do everything. It's the best training ground.
Oh, it sounds terrifying, but what an incredible skill to have.
It's
absolutely. Fun. Okay, so you toured with Wynonna Judd and Patti La Belle, just so people know. Okay, now let's talk about The Wiz.
Yes.
Because The Wiz is why you're here.
Yes.
It premiered on Broadway in 1975. It's been an instant sensation, and you play 2 roles.
Yes.
Tell us about your 2 roles.
So this is the 50th anniversary tour. 50 years ago, it happened and changed Broadway for the better. It actually helped revive Broadway. I play Aunt M, who has a little cameo in the beginning and is the matriarch for Dorothy. And then I play Eveline, who is the sassiest diva with her own castle. And she rules the roost. Everybody has to do what she says, and she's an awful fun character to play.
Ease On Down the Road is a song a lot of people know, even if they haven't seen The Wiz. And then Home has since become a total classic, right?
Absolutely.
And so to be able to be on stage in a show like this is one of those shows you watched as a child growing up.
Yes, I'm so honored. I'm honored to be on this stage. I'm honored to share in this legacy with all the people who came before me. And I'm honored to be with this cast. This cast, our Dorothy, Dana, Simone, is one of the brightest stars. She's 18 or 19 or 20. I don't know how. She could be my child. But she is literally one of the most talented singers I've ever heard. The whole... Everyone makes this fun.
Well, Kyla Jade, we are honored to have you here in studio today. It is a pleasure to meet you.
It's such a
Finally,
pleasure to meet you
now that I've known you my entire life.
Basically.
Truly, there's something about you.
Honey,
Get your tickets now for The Wiz. Hobby Center, it runs through Sunday. We do have a link on our website, houstonlife.tv, where you can connect with Kyla Jade. Thanks again.
Thank you so much.